Black. Oh, Carl Becker. Carl Becker. Where is he? Wandering around here somewhere.
Have you got comments with Carl Becker?
Thank you, Johnny, on sound machine. Our ringside judges for the opening Yakuza match bout. Our sponsor, Bubbles Cafe. Bubbles Cafe is our sponsor for this opening bout, scheduled 3 rounds, USA rules. Ringside judges from New South Wales, Ms. June Chan. From Victoria, Mr. George Zachariah. From Victoria, Mr. Neville Williams. Representing the Minister for Sport, Recreation and Racing, Martial Arts Board, Chief Bob Todd at ringside. It's a galaxy of stars at ringside, and we'll be introducing as many as we can here in this star-studded audience at this marvellous venue, the World Congress Centre. Our ringside physicians, Dr. Joe Garuso and Dr. Richard Wong. Your ring mounters are Carl Knapp and Andrew. Thank you, gentlemen. Our opening contest, scheduled 3 rounds. Occupying the blue corner. He turns 21 on June 5 next week. Trained by John Skeeter. Ultimate Gymnasium in Melbourne's West in Sunshine. A record of 3 zip 3. 3 bouts, 3 wins. Scaling 72 kilograms with Frank Lavasi. John Skeeter in the corner. Would you welcome joking, jiving, John Merriani. John Merriani, wearing blue trunks with gold piping. In the red corner, he's had 1 contest, a sizzling win on Yakuza program at this very venue, the World Congress Centre, from Aspendale, 19 years of age, trained by Dave Berry and Bill Main. Would you welcome at, as I say, 19 years of age, wearing new-tie trunks with red and black. Sogatum sizzling Sam, Tower of Power, Soliman. Nick Hennepy.
Well, good evening and welcome to the World Congress Centre here in Melbourne, Victoria. Fighters Centre Ring, my co-commentators joining me tonight. Of course, we're lucky, I suppose, to have Tarsus, or as many Australians would know him and his friends would know him as Tosca Petrides, the WKA ISKA Junior Light Heavyweight Champion, who joins us tonight. Tarsus, welcome, and also joining us Steve Kontossis, one of the co-promoters here of TCB Promotions, bringing you this fight here from the World Congress Centre. We're set to rumble centre stage, and our first bout, as Howard Lee mentioned before, in the red corner, Sam Soliman, the blue corner, John Mariani. Having a look at the tail of the tape from these boys, 3 fights for 3 wins from Johnny Mariani, and the other young fellow has only had the 1 fight, but apparently Tarsus won it in scintillating fashion.
Yes, Rob, this would be an interesting fight. Both boys, amateurs, only had a couple of fights each.
And I was having a look at Sam Soliman in the rooms a little earlier on tonight, and was certainly warming up in a furious fashion. It's going to be interesting to see whether he brings that fury out here into this first round. Of course, only 3 2-minute rounds. Our first bout at this World Congress Centre tonight. Spinning back kick, finds the mark, up underneath. Both boys quite content to use their legs and try and find the mark early.
That was just, Hennepy has just indicated that was just a knockdown slip, not a knockdown. Nice roundhouse kick to the head by John Mariani.
John Merriani last fought in Geelong in February and defeated Ron Winton in a second round KO.
As distinct from boxing, Robert, you see these boys, when they get into the clinch, they still keep working, particularly in the inside of the legs. Can be very painful.
Well, both boys fairly solid downstairs when you take a look at them, Steve, and quite capable of inflicting plenty of damage. Good tactics there by Mariani. Kept the legs up high there of Soliman, and probably should have come underneath and done a bit of work.
Nice spinning back
Oh,
kick.
got him right across the midriff. And both boys surprising me at the moment with their work with their legs. Very early in the fight. Usually They'll get back and size one another up and try and find their balance and poise with their leg kicking, but these two young fellows into it early. And on the back move, here's Sam Soliman.
Nice combination there by John Merriani. Sam Soliman fighting back though.
And in round one, come on, show your appreciation.
Round one, Tarsus having a look at both boys, as I said before to Steve. Not very often you find them very early in a fight coming out with legs and starting to try and find the mark that quick.
Yes, they both use their legs pretty strong. Sam over there had nice flexible back kicks and high head kicks, but John over there had nice leg kicks.
Steve was mentioning before in relation to the various sports of boxing, whether it be Taekwondo or Muay Thai or what have you. I noticed Sam Soliman comes from a Taekwondo boxing background and also has a black belt in Zendu Kai. So Steve, a lot of these guys getting into the sport of kickboxing through other avenues of martial arts.
Absolutely. People like Manson Gibson and Ian Jacobs, who are our main event here tonight, both have traditional backgrounds. One in Kung Fu and he's a Kung Fu master in Manson Gibson.
Round two of the scheduled three-rounder. 3 2-minute rounds. And referee has them in centre ring, bringing them both in together straight away.
Nice roundhouse there by John Merriani. Oh, boy, getting heavily into the second round, trying to work each other out.
Oh, good right hand there. Come across the top there of Sam Soliman on Merriani. Now drops him with the left hand. I think
that was more of a trip there, Robert.
Got him on the way down as well. But a good punch earlier on in the fight in that second round. Spinning back kick doesn't come to any fruition. And I'm just having a look at the waist there of Sam Soliman, and there's a decent welt, which I'd say John Merriani's caught him with the leg at some stage. Both boys just a little untidy at the moment, but they've given that first round everything they can. Good blows landed in this second round. Oh, just a little low. Nothing malicious. And the referee will give him a timeout count. And he gets a time resting here for about 60 seconds.
It is unfortunate, but unfortunately it does happen in kickboxing, the occasional kick to the groin.
Tarsus, I'd hate to be in the position of finding out actually who's in front just at the present point of time.
I think Sam at the moment, because of the knockdown.
Been busy.
Yeah, he caught him with a good right hand, a few good head kicks, but John over there in the blue corner come back and scored a few clean shots as well.
Well, valuable rest time for Sam Soliman. As we said before, he's only had the one fight, but one win, and bit of a fan of Aussie rules in the land down under. And his last fight here was in November '92, so it's been a long time between fights for Sam. He's up and about, and the crowd applaud the boys as they come back into centre ring again. Merriani is trying to do the work with the hands, and
yes, Sam's definitely the kicker of the two. Sam throwing some wild overhand rights and lefts there.
As I said, both boys probably a little untidy with their hands, but only one of these has got to land, Steve, because there's plenty of power behind them. And a bit of a wrestling match, and referee separates them in centre ring. 2/3 of the way through this second round, and Merriani is trying to find the mark with the hands. Can't do so at the moment. Soliman pushes him back on the ropes. Spinning back kick.
Spinning back kick.
And follows it up with another kick to the head. Not to be outdone, Merriani is bores in on the ropes, trying to work underneath. And comes after him with the right hand, doesn't find the mark again. And interesting to look at the two fighters, Tarsus. John Merriani, probably the lighter skin of the two. Is starting to show the effects of some of the leg kicks that Sam Soliman's been putting on him.
Yes, but that's right. But Sam's catching him up high. But John's there.
And Bubbles Cafe support and Tony Picasso will be presenting amino active product to both John and Sam at the completion of this bout. And a little later we'll be talking to Barcelona Olympian Tim Forsyth, who recommends amino active product.
And plenty of ice being used on the legs over there of John Merriani by his corner. And Johnny Skeeter it is, his trainer. But as I said before, Steve can toss us that a lot of these fights perhaps you may think someone has the edge, but not until that bell rings or until you can be behindhand for about 7 out of an 8 rounder and still come out and win. That's the uncertainty of this sport.
Anything can happen right up until the last minute, and of course in most of these fights the bell doesn't save you. So
third and final round of this particular contest, which is a middleweight bout. And at the moment, perhaps Sam Soliman, the boy ahead on points. Merriani's going to have to do plenty of work. Looking for an inside leg kick. No power in it though. Comes after all, right and left hand into the corner. But Soliman, it is, it comes back out and says, I can give you as good as what you can give. Both boys trading level in that far corner, in the neutral corner. Referee was about to separate it, but no thank you. And this crowd to their feet in this first round, and it's a blinder.
What a gutsy fight. Both boys giving it their all in this last round.
Not a lot of finesse, but there's plenty of action, and that's what the crowd have come to see at the World Congress Centre here in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Soliman trying to put the leg kicks in. Merriani's after him. He knows he's behind handing points. Don't hang on, says the referee. The leg kick finds the mark there from Soliman. Merriani starting to show the wear. Looks a little tired. In fact, both fighters a little tired. Walked straight into that one though, but caught him pretty well on the gloves. Soliman trying to push Merriani back. The referee does. A little slippery in centre ring. Merriani walks up, bang with the left foot. No damage done.
Nice front kick. Another nice front kick.
What a picture tells the story, Steve. Found the mark on 2 occasions, but he's still in there. Can he put him away?
John's in trouble.
Left and right combinations, but still in the neutral corner. And the referee now calls break. Ten out of 10 for endeavour from these two young fellows. Fairly inexperienced as far as this sport's concerned. But Soliman just starting to find his mark a little better than Merriani. Still keeps coming. Oh, nice, pushed him away nicely. Spinning back kick.
Oh.
Came unstuck. Now, both punches landed from both fighters, but the one that did the damage perhaps came from Merriani. And the bell ends the third round. And that's the final round. Interesting now to find out what the judges and how they see it.
Rob, as you said, this fight's never decided until right at the end, but as you saw there, right on the bell, a nice left hook by John Merriani dropped Sam Soliman, and
Judges George Zachariah, Neville Williams, Ms. June Chen, and we'll have a...
Well, our ring announcer Howard Lee calling for the cards to come in now. Being a world champion, we'll allow him to be wrong, but we'll put the acid test to him straight away. Tosca, who would you pick?
I think the red corner, Sam, scored cleaner shots, but don't take nothing away from John. He fought well, and he's a tough boy.
I tend to agree with you a little bit. I just think perhaps that Sam landed the cleaner shots and found the mark just a little better than John Merriani. But both boys coming into this fight. Of course, young Merriani in the blue corner has 3 fights for 3 wins, and 3 of them are all by knockout. Whereas Sam Soliman's only had the 1 fight for the 1 win, so undefeated. Unfortunately tonight, maybe one of them's going to walk away a loser. But the experience they'll gain out of this, fighting in front of a crowd as such, is going to be invaluable.
Play up a bit. It'll be good to see everyone there. It'll be a great night, and hope you all enjoy tonight.
Bubbles Cafe, 213 King Street, Melbourne. Peter Shannon, representing the WKA. Peter, you have the verdict there.
Let's go ringside. Howard Lee has the result.
Representative Peter Shannon, unanimous points winner from the red corner, Sam Soliman.
Well, Tarsus Pedritas, you're a good judge. We'll jump on the bandwagon with you as well. I think perhaps in hindsight, Steve probably did probably the best work for the fight and probably landed the cleaner shots.
I tend to agree both with Zov